Hello everyone, greetings and welcome to Smith Automotive. Today I'm going to show you how to carry out the measurements on this throttle position sensor. So what is the use of the throttle position sensor? The function of the throttle position sensor is to measure the angle of the opening of the throttle, and from there it can then relay the important information to the computer module. From that information, the computer module can know the amount of air that has entered inside the engine combustion chamber. From there he can calculate the amount of oil to be injected. So today I'm going to be taking you rapidly on how to measure the different parameters that enter the sensor. So this sensor has three parts, three terminals. The first one of the terminal is for the ground, one terminal is for the signal, and one terminal is for the alimentation, that is for the 5 volt that is going to be sent in for this sensor to be used by the engine computer. So today let's work on how to do this measurement and see if this sensor is receiving exactly what it's supposed to receive and do exactly what is supposed to be done. So here, this is normally supposed to be a connector. The connector has been removed, so these are the wires going into the throttle position sensor. So one of these wire is either the mass, and one of these wire is either for the 5 volt sent to the sent by the module, and another of this wire is going to be the signal sent by this sensor. Okay, so how do we do that? I have my test lamp here hooked up to the mass, and as you can see, this is the battery terminal. If I test it, you can see over there it shines. So now what I want exactly is that when I test here, I'm supposed to see 5 volt. That is the reference of the manufacturer. 5 volt is supposed to be supplied here by either of these terminals. So I don't know if the camera is going to see from here. As you can see, that is exactly the 5 volt supplied by the ECU, the reference of the manufacturer. And then so you can already know that this is where current is coming from the ECU. Now when current is coming from the ECU, there should either be a mass, and we can how can we test that mass? There should either be a mass between these two. One is for the signal, what is sent by the ECU, or what is sent by the sensor, and one is for the mass. So how can we build that mass? With the use of our multimeter. Going to place our multimeter in. Voila. So we place our multimeter here in continuity. So what we are expecting is a beep sound and change in signal as we measure. So let's take for instance to say that's our resistance. No beep. So I pause the video so that I can hook up the multimeter here very well. So I have my two terminals from the multimeter, and here is the 3 pins. So I already know that let's look at where my output voltage is supposed to be. If I can hook here with the mass. So if I test here, I look test here, I look at my multimeter. Okay, let's put it in voltage so that we can first of all identify where the 5 volt is coming from the computer module. Okay. If you look at when I place it, that is the 5 volt, and when I leave it, it's going to come back, and I place it, that's the 5 volt that is being supplied. So I already know that from here to any terminal that is going to give me continuity, that's going to be my mass. Okay, so I place, you can place here and here. So let's first of all change to continuity. Oh, my multimeter is not hooked up very well. Okay, so I'm gonna place, I don't know if the camera is gonna capture it very well. So when I place from the input, that's the 5 volt, and I also place here. I don't know if you are hearing my multimeter beeping. Let me try to hold it in my one hand and take it to the multimeter. You can hear it beeping. So I already know two of these terminals. This one here is the mass, that the mass means the earth. This one here is the 5-volt reference supply, and now this is the signal. So please follow Smith Automotive. From the next video we are going to remove this sensor, and I'm going to show you how to test resistance both when the engine is on and when we crank the engine. Thank you for watching. If you find this video helpful, please share it to other group member, other automotive nuts like you, so that they can join our society, and let's grow together. Thank you. Smith Automotive. One love, one heart.